ep5. My Garage Rules is proudly sponsored by You Pull It, Sprint Auto Parts, Newlon Oils, Auto Transformers, Dickies Clothing Australia, Blue Wire Motorsport, and Jeff's Garage. Well, hi everyone, welcome to My Garage Rules tonight, and we're here in Ian's World, and if you're wondering what all these lovely people are behind me, well, check it out a bit later. But thanks guys, are you excited?
Yeah, totally.
Oh God, that was,
it's great to get together.
We'll see you right after this.
I get this strange sensation coming over me when I come to pick you up from your job at KFC. There's nothing but roadworks and damn red lights, and if I don't get a green one, road rage, baby, trying to get to you. Road rage, honey, the things a man will do.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Tanunda Cruise On Show. That's where they block the whole street and we have a whole bunch of hot rods and cars and bikes and people from all over Adelaide and interstate. Well, don't take my word for it, have a look at this vision.
Well, there's a place downtown, no way downtown, where the guys and the girls spin their heads around. Come on in and leave your coat at the door. No one leaves Beelzebub's ball. Well, come on in, said the Lord of the Flies. You wink at me with his 94 eyes. Effectively dressed, falling in from hell, with 2 ducks' feet and a lion's tail. He said, well, come on, you all, to Beelzebub's ball. They ride on the floor at Beelzebub's ball.
Well, hi everyone. Look, we're here with Graham and Robin, and how are you guys tonight?
Oh, terrific.
Good, thank you.
Now, we've just stumbled across, well actually not really stumbled because this thing stands out like a big sore on your toe. It is bright red, it has a big motor, and it's absolutely beautiful, and I know I say that a lot, but it is. I couldn't think of any other word. Tell us, Graham, about this. So it's a 35 Chev pickup?
It's a 35 Chev pickup. The cab's all steel. It was originally built in Adelaide, I believe by Fisher Motor Bodies. It's Monza red, as a Chev should be. It's got a 350 Chev engine, 671 supercharged.
Now, this has been a ground-up restoration, so we've gone from a bare chassis back up again to this beautiful car we see here right now.
Yes, the car was originally built in the 1970s by, I'm not sure the chap's name now, but it was built again in the 1990s by the previous owner, and we've just had it rebuilt again. We've owned the car for 5 years, and 4 years ago it went for a ground-up, complete restoration, right back to bare chassis, right through the whole car. The engine's been rebuilt. Everything on it's been rebuilt.
Now, we've also got to mention as well the interior on this thing is absolutely beautiful as well. So, who did that for you?
The whole restoration was organised and done by Auto Transformers, Andrew Mitchell, and he looked after us very well.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's done a fantastic job there. And look, we really love the fact that you've come over here and just relaxed, had some time, because you're all the way from Whyalla as well, aren't you?
That's correct. Yep.
Look, well, thanks for joining us tonight at the Tanunda Cruise On. Huge turnout, thousands of people here, and you're just having a nice Coca-Cola there, aren't we? Relaxing. Well, look, thanks very much, guys, for joining us on the show tonight. Well, hi everyone, I'm here with Clinton. How are you, mate?
Good, how are you?
Now, you've come all the way from Victoria as well.
Yes, I have.
Wow, and this is an awesome hot rod. Tell us about it.
It's a 1934 coupe utility, Australian designed and built. The first coupe utility in the world, a production line built in the world. In America, they didn't get a utility till 57, so they had pickups, we had utes. That's why it's sort of like an Aussie icon.
Now, you had a bit of an interesting story about this as well. Now, this is the first one Larry O'Toole from Street Hot Rodding Magazine, did a chop on it back in 79.
Yeah, it was a project car in 1979, and they did a roof chop and steel out. It was featured in the 10th edition of Australian Street Rodding. And it sat pretty much exactly like that till I got it when I was 15. And
so the original colour and everything?
No, it was in, it was sort of patchy and had some old pinstripe flames on it. And then I built it from a bare body and got it on the road in 2003.
And look, we really appreciate you bringing it down, mate, and it's a beautiful hot rod, and look, thanks for coming to Tanunda. What do you think of the show?
It's great, yeah, it's really, really good, really welcoming.
Well, we hope to see you get back here next year.
Yeah, we'll try to.
Well, thanks for joining us on the show tonight, mate.
No worries, thank you.
Well, hi everyone, we're here with Arthur Matz, and mate, this car is gorgeous. Let's start off with the paint job. Who did that?
A very good friend of mine, Chris Pantony, and myself. We did that at my shop in Camperdown. It took us all of 3 days from start to finish, and it's just a base coat with a satin clear coat on top of it.
It looks great, especially with that the green fleck through the top with the scallops.
That's a beautiful metal flake. I actually bought that flake at the Moon Eye shop in Japan.
Oh my God, wow.
Fantastic, seriously. I went to the Moon Eye show over there. Do yourself a favour, anybody just get an opportunity to go. Their cars are amazing. And Swamp Green.
Swamp Green
was the flake called, and I just had to have it.
That's great. It looks great. It suits the car, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's talk about the voodoo plates and everything. So that's the idea for the green, the voodoo.
Yeah, that sort of swamp, look, green, swampy sort of look, with the that image, I guess you could sort of say. I've got the interior as well. It's got that Buick. 55 Buick Century.
Oh, let's talk about that.
That trim is special.
It is spot on, mate, and especially with the little buttons as well.
Yeah, Harley Davidson bullets, and now that trim it's got that sparkle fleck through it, and the piping and the features in there is that with that green metal flake sort of vinyl, which actually really complements, enhances that green flake outside, so it sort of flows in and out beautifully, it does. Really matches.
Now we're going to ask, it's very low. Now we're running some airbags there.
Yeah, on all corners, as they say, but I had a few little features done extra to it. I've got 3-inch drop spindles up front.
Nice.
Just to get it down a little bit lower, like it needed to. And the rear chassis has been stepped up 7 inches.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. That's why it's so low.
Like when you get a flat tyre,
it'll be pretty hard to fix.
You have to actually deflate, the tyre's flat already, but to put the new tyre under the rear wheel arch, you actually have to put it in flat, then pump it up.
Oh my God. Now we've got to talk also as well, the tail lights. It's an interesting setup on the tail lights.
Yeah, 48 Cadillac tail lights. Now, I sort of did a bit of research, and the 48 to 49 were just a stoplight. I didn't want to put that park light, stoplight look. It was just going to be too big for that area. And I managed to find a set of quarters in the States, and I got the guy to chop them up. He freaked out. Like, you're going to chop up these quarters? I thought they were going on a Cadillac. And I started explaining to him what I was doing, and he was quite helpful. Very, very helpful.
And it just happens to fit perfectly?
Fit perfectly, yeah. And I was going for that hump. I was going to put that hump in it, but I didn't. I decided not to.
Where do you put the petrol?
It's functional.
Oh, through the tail light?
Through the tail light.
Oh, nice.
I made it all work. I got a new gas tank and rerouted the actual piping through it. I didn't want to buy it, do the old gas tank because, a bit of flame, gas, bang. So I got a new gas tank and sort of, welded directed the new shaft, and actually got the tail light functioning as Cadillac did.
So we're still running the Power Glide. We're still running the 235.
Yep.
You got 3 carbies there, I noticed.
3 carbies and split system.
Gives that nice rasp at the end of the bang.
Yep. Sort of real that sort of
And
crackling sound.
the siren.
The old siren.
The old siren.
That's a good mate of mine, Johnny Butchercore, in upstate New York. He's a character, that guy, and he really chases nostalgic, original stuff, you know, and that's an old siren from the 30s and 40s.
That's great. Now the headlights don't look the same either. What have you done there?
Oh, yes. It's good that you pointed that one out. They're 56 Oldsmobile.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, I've never
56.
thought of it. I thought 55 Chev, but Oldsmobile.
No, 56 Oldsmobile. No, it's just, it all flows.
It does, doesn't it?
You know, I've lowered the bumpers. I've crammed in 14 extra teeth.
Love your
Grill.
overriders too, by the way.
The overriders.
And the teeth in the grill, yes. Oh my God. How many teeth you got? No, not you, the car.
I wish I had that many. There's 17 teeth in that.
Wow.
17 teeth. You know, I extended the grill bar, got rid of the park light indicator, so actually they're in the headlights, you know, the LED.
Oh, wow. That's modern.
But they work really well, but it just gives me that option to be able to cram in those extra teeth in the grill.
Absolutely. And look, getting back to the interior again, you've got air conditioning in there. As we said, we've got the automatic and that. But what's it like to drive? That's what a lot of people would like to know.
Smooth.
On airbags, nice and smooth?
Beautiful, smooth. Just a cruiser, real cruise. Just with windows down, a 2-door hardtop. You know, the roof lines are lower. People telling me to chop them, but I just love that cruise feel of when you're just driving. You get nostalgic. You could just, I say, shut your eyes when you're driving, but it's just a wonderful feeling. It drives beautifully.
So, I mean, you live and breathe the rockabilly. I mean, we're looking at your tats here. You've got the tats, you've got the look. But let's talk about just quickly your Camperdown show and Ballarat Beat as well.
Yeah, the Camperdown Cruise Rockabilly Festival, it's just getting bigger and bigger each year. And we just did the last one last October, which happened to have been on my birthday weekend, and I turned...
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. 50.
50?
You were there.
I was.
And... Which was really wonderful. I remember seeing it and I had a big smile on my face. But anyway, the viewers don't want to know that.
No, that's too X-rated, yeah.
And it was really wonderful, you know, that the fact that this festival falls on my birthday just about each year. And I had an international rockabilly festival for my birthday, which
That's
I sort
cool.
of, my way of saying, you know, hey guys, this is my birthday party, thanks for coming along. And I do the Ballarat Beat Rockabilly Festival as well, which is on next month, in February the 13th to the 16th. Of February, and that's all in Lydia Street. We've got Lydia Street blocked up this year, and we've got 6 international acts, I beg your pardon, 6 international acts.
So, what do you tell the South Australians, mate? Come over.
Come over to one of my festivals. We get a lot of South Australians come. We get a lot of people from all over Australia that comes to them. And I sort of treat everybody as a friend. You know?
Well, you've come over here as well, because we had the little bit of rockabilly show put on by the Wanderers down here at the port. So you've come down here and driven all the way from Victoria in this beautiful voodoo car.
Yep.
And look, you know, if people can't see it in the flesh, but they ever get a chance, this car is gorgeous. It really is. And hats off to you. And look, thanks for coming to Adelaide as well, because, I mean, it's nice of you to drive all the way. Yes, folks, he drove this all the way from Victoria to Adelaide, and you got to drive back.
Look, if it rains, I put the wipers on. Seriously.
You got wipers? Oh, that's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we won't go into bad days. Drive when it doesn't, you know, when it's raining. Like, it rained in 1953. If it's hot, I drive it. If it's cold, I drive it. I love driving my car.
My name's Ian. This is my 1969 Mustang. It's got a 500 horsepower, 351 Cleveland in it, FMX, 9-inch, and I've had it for about 32 years. It's me again. This is my 2003 100th anniversary Harley Davidson. This is what I normally ride through summertime and have a bit of fun on, other than my cars. This is my 1934 Roadster. It's got a 393 small block Windsor, C10 gearbox and a custom line diff. And I've had it for about 7 years. back again. I promise these are the last two I got. 33 three-window coupe with a 289 Windsor, and this one's an original 36 Ford pickup. Just about ready for registration.
Well, hi everyone, how you going? Geez, you're a happy bunch, aren't you? We'll just tell everybody, before we came on here, you're all giggling and carrying on. So look, do you guys know each other or what? What's the deal here? Just driving past. Look, we've seen most of your cars, guys. Now, we brought the ladies in as well. Now, girls, how do you put up with these guys, with their cars?
We don't.
You don't at all? Well, you're looking pretty cool there with the leather jacket on and everything. So are you into cars yourself?
Yes, I am.
You are? What do you like? What's your favourite?
I'm in the Corvettes.
Corvettes, good. What about yourself?
Hot rods.
Hot rods?
Hot rods.
Hot rods?
Chevy girl.
Chevy girl. I like the hot rod girls and the Chevy girls. They're all doing all okay. And what about the guys here now? What do you like about cars? What drives you? What's your inspiration? What do you like?
Everything.
Everything about it? Yeah? So you like the wind in the hair, the bugs in the teeth if you had a convertible? You like that sort of thing? Or you just like the power, the horsepower?
The power.
The power, is that what it is? The power?
Old school noise.
Like yourself, you're saying you got the Harley there, so I mean, it must be great just riding up through the hills there and
Oh, it's great to have the wind in the face and just
enjoying yourself.
the weather. Yeah.
Enjoying life, really, isn't
Yep.
it? Yeah. And what about yourself there, sir? You know, you've got the biggest one here, and I mean motor.
About the wind in the face. A lot of hair for the wind to blow through.
Yeah.
No, it's all about the bracket.
It is, isn't it? It's the noise, the sound.
Everyone appreciates the old school cars, whether it be young kids, you know, or old people. They
Yeah.
stop and appreciate it. So
Yeah. We're not bloody hoons, are we?
No.
Hate that word.
Far from it.
Hate that word, absolutely. So what about yourself?
Car enthusiast.
Car enthusiast, that's it, yeah. So what about yourself? You're 55, nice?
Individual,
Yeah?
different. It's a 150 model. It's not a Bel Air or a
Yeah.
210 that everybody seems to have around Adelaide and Australia. Not many of them around,
Yep.
and it's different. There's no chrome on it. Everybody comments on it. It's got a hot rod look to it.
It's great, isn't it?
Love it.
Yeah. What about yourself?
68 Camaro. It's actually a Camaro engine, not a Corvette. I love
He
it.
wishes.
Yeah, yeah,
Late model technology.
yeah.
Injection.
Oh, and the dog likes the car too.
Loves the car, even for a drive from the gate into the shed, loves it.
Absolutely. Oh, that's brilliant. And of course, hot rods. We've got hot rods over this side. Yes, enjoy them.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, love them.
Love them.
You got things in the build as well?
Yes, 32 in the shed, yeah.
32 in the ship. Good boy. Hey, I like this man. He's on my team. Well, I mean, I bat for both teams. Sorry, that didn't sound right, did it? We can edit that.
Oh, it's getting deeper.
Yes, absolutely. But look, you know, it's the lifestyle, it's the barbecues, it's the get-togethers and stuff like that, and it's having I hate the word man cave, but it's sort of like that, isn't it, in here? This is your little area where you can chill and disappear and so on. Have you got garages like this, guys? Yeah, back at home. Maybe we should come over and have a look. You don't want to come over to mine.
No, look at mine.
Look, guys, you know, you can see you're all happy, and thanks for putting on the barbecue. I've got to say thank you. That was lovely. But thanks for letting us come out to your garage tonight. You've got a great bunch of friends here, don't you think?
Yeah, you don't need a club, just a great bunch of mates.
Absolutely. And you know, and the problem is for sometimes with clubs is, you know, they do get a bit political, don't they? And
Yep.
you know, when you get together with a lot of mates, and we were talking about this before, you know, you get together, you can build stuff together, you have barbecues and friends, and it's all good. That's what it's all about.
Camaraderie and...
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great.
Got to do something really corny before we go. Can you just say, my garage rules rocks? You ready? One, two, three. My garage rules rocks. Oh, isn't that corny? I mean, that's really great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Are you still here? Nice. Thank you.
Get off of my couch. Get off my couch, get on. You said a week and no more, and it's been over 4. Get off my couch, get on. Well, you drink all my beer, you're into my wine. You hang around the house, hey, the bathroom's mine. You read the magazine you found in my sock drawer. Stop smoking in the toilet, can you shut the door? Get off my couch. Get off my couch, get on. You said a week and no more, and it's been over 4. Get off my couch, get on. You said a week and no more, and then you do a few chores. The dishes in the sink and there's records on the floor. A week and no more, and you'd be out of my life. If we're having a row, stop making her ride. Get off my couch. Get off my couch, get on. off of my couch. Well, get off of my couch, get off. You said a week and no more, and it's been over 4. Get off of my couch, get off. Well, my remote control, now where did that go? You're constantly talking through my favorite show. I want to be fair and I don't mean to go on. If my parents come over, put some pants on. Get off of my couch. Get off.
Hi, how you going, Sandra?
I'm very good, thank you.
Boy, what are we standing next to here? This is absolutely beautiful.
This is my 1932 Ford Roadster.
And what's a girl like you doing with 32 Roadster with a big supercharger on it?
I have always been into hot rodding my entire life. My family have had hot rods since I was born, and same with my husband's family as well.
Well, that brings me to the point of the door there. It says not daddy's, not hubby's, not his. So what's that about?
If I had $1 for every time that someone had asked me, your dad's lent you his car or your husband's let you borrow his car, I would actually be able to fund another one of these. So I got the sticker on the door to everyone you would think would read it and acknowledge that it was my car. It did work. To some degree, I still get quite a few people who don't see it and still ask me and still ask my friends who are male who I let drive it if they own it. But no, it is definitely mine. Wow. It is registered in my name. It is my car.
Let's get to the business part of the vehicle as well. So tell us about the motor.
It's a 289 Windsor with a 671 Wyand supercharger. Went for a 289 because it's what we had at the time, and let's face it, it does the job. It looks great. It absolutely, is terrific to drive. It's a brilliant street car to drive. I love it, absolutely.
Now, I also heard, that sounds awesome, but I'd also heard that you won a special award today, and I think it was Promoter's Choice.
It was Promoter's Choice, so thank you.
Big round of applause for Promoter's Choice.
Promoter's Choice.
Yay! There you go, a couple of claps at the back there.
I'm very happy, thank you, Rick. Because I actually naively thought he wanted me to help pick someone else's car, and I was like, what? Well, my car's one.
That's great.
This old girl, but no, so thank you. I'm very, very flattered.
Well, look, we're very flattered as well, and I think the viewers are as well. It's fantastic bringing this hot rod down, and we really appreciate coming down to Tanunda, and I hope you come back next year as well.
No, thank you very much for having us.
No worries.
And thank you for putting on such a fantastic event.
Show. Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode, and Ken. I've only got it.
Yeah, well,
no, I'm joking around. Because we were calling him Ken, sorry, Ian. I'm only serious. See, I had to use that. No, thanks, Ian. Thanks very much for joining us tonight on My Garage Rules, and thanks to all your friends and all that. And I hope you didn't notice, but they actually stole a lot of stuff when they left. But anyway, thanks very much. Good night.
Good night. Road rage, honey, the thing the man will do.
My Garage Rules is proudly sponsored by You Pull It, Sprint Auto Parts, Newlon Oils, Auto Transformers, Dickies Clothing Australia, Blue Wire Motorsport, and Jeff's Garage. My Garage Rules is proudly sponsored by You Pull It, Sprint Auto Parts, Newlon Oils, Auto Transformers, Dickies Clothing Australia, Blue Wire Motorsport, and Jeff's Garage.
I get this strange sensation coming over me when I come to pick you up from your job at KFC. There's nothing but roadworks and damn red lights, and if I don't get a green one, road rage, baby, trying to get to you. Road rage, honey, the thing the man will do.
Well, hi everyone, welcome to My Garage Rules tonight, and I'm here at Len's Hot Rod Repairs. How are you, Len?
I'm very well. How are you, Brendan?
This is not your dog down here either, I just got to point out. Isn't it beautiful? This is little Canberra, everybody. So hi to Mira and Aaron out there. This is their new puppy. But mate, we're here to talk about hot rods.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking at this thing over here. This is gorgeous.
I'm glad you like it.
Tell me about it. I'll tell you, when I came in, I nearly cried, and it wasn't because your aftershave. It was actually because I was just so emotional to see all this really cool stuff in here.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, tell us about this one, mate. What's going on here?
Well, it's a 1928 Ford. Started out as a sedan.
Okay, so I'm looking at a coupe, but it was a sedan before, so you've made it into a coupe.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you're a talented person.
I like to think so.
We'll get to that in a minute, but so you've chopped it down and you've made it into a coupe, 5-window coupe.
Yep.
And look, so what else have you done to it? It just looks amazing.
Well, it's on a 32 chassis.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 259 Studebaker in it.
That's that cool looking motor we're looking at right now. That is just it. I was saying before, it doesn't look like a 350 Chev or a big block. It's just different, isn't it? And it's old school.
It is. And I've mounted it as high as I can because it's a nice big wide motor and I want to show
Is it really? Oh, it's just magnificent. And you're going to keep those rocket covers, that little rusty sort of look too, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank God for that. So what's your intentions? You're going to paint the body as well?
The body will be gloss black.
Yep, of course. Is there any other colour?
I have seen other rods, different colours, but...
But once you go black, you don't go back. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. Anyway, I love the moon disc you got set up there. So it's sort of, with the moon disc, you're looking at that sort of Salt Lake sort of look to it as well?
Yeah.
And what sort of tyres are we running on this?
White walls.
They look black to me though.
These are the setup tyres.
Oh, these are the setup tyres, but you're running cross plies, which is cool, and
Absolutely.
and it gives that whole look to it as well. And look, tell us about the little hot rod headlights you got there as well. They look like they're original puppies there.
Yeah, little King Bees.
Yeah, King Bees. Yeah, and look, the exhaust as well looks like it's all been handcrafted.
It has.
By you?
Yes.
Oh, and how long did that take you to do that?
The exhaust wasn't too bad. The inlet manifold took a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, mate, I really like the whole look to it, and you've gone. Now, you'll probably correct me. Is it a 49 dash or a 50 dash?
There's not a lot of difference.
Is not a lot of difference, but it's sort of all mixed in together, is it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And look, I just love the doors. I've just loved what you've done with the moon disc here, the tyres and everything, the rear quarters. Even though they're a little bit rusty in the bottom there, you can fix anything, can't you?
I hope so.
Now, just quickly tell us about the Monarchs, mate. How long have you been in the club?
Well, virtually since I started about 10 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, it is 10 years this year.
Well, that's pretty good. And we've got to say also to the viewers out there, this is not only your own car here. You're doing a lot of stuff in here at the moment, so we're probably getting some footage of that now. But tell us about the little Chevy pickup over here.
Belongs to a neighbour of mine. He's here with us tonight, Peter.
Yep.
It's a 35 Chev. I've lengthened the cab 3 inches and chopped it 3 inches.
He's a tall bloke too, so he's going to fit in there all right, isn't he?
Well, I hope so.
And do you know what sort of motor he's going to run in that?
Small block Chev.
Oh, nice, like 283 or something.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, sweet, that's going to be it. And I love the chop. You've done a really good job on that.
Well, thank you.
You're very good with your hands, and we'll still get to that in a minute. Now, you've got something over here. Now, this is a 5-window 34?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Jeez, I'm getting better. Look, there's just a little bit of rust in it, so you're going to be able to fix that, surely?
Yeah, well, it's got a boot floor that looks like a lace doily, but...
Oh, yeah, we were saying that before, weren't we? But is this owned by just another customer as well?
Yeah, it belongs to Grub.
Grub, that's his name. Yes, we know Grub. And, mate, what's his plans for this?
He's going to put a B model motor in it.
Oh, nice.
4-banger with a 6-speed.
How cool's that? Something a little bit different, isn't it?
It's going to be well cool.
Oh, it's awesome. Now, we've got this Buick over here too. Now, this is really nice. Now, we're talking 57, is it?
57.
I'm getting even better. Jeez, I'm actually starting to know about cars. Look, so that's a 57, and we're looking, what sort of motors in that?
The original nailhead.
Oh, nice. I love nailheads. Yeah, and we've got one more down the back there. The old Ford. What's going on there with that one?
That's going to be super low, that one.
Yeah, I just noticed in the back there, it's got the upswept chassis and everything. So we're going airbag suspension on that?
Yeah, all round.
Oh, well, now, look, we've been saying you're pretty crafty with your hands. You do a lot of artwork and you supply a lot of the posters for the Radler show here in Adelaide, and hopefully we're looking at that right now. But the posters are collectibles. We've been to a garage where a guy's actually got nearly every year of those posters on there. So have you been drawing ever since you were a kid?
Yep. Yeah.
What, just doodling on the tables and in books and stuff?
Instead of doing my schoolwork.
These are amazing, mate. The detail that you put in it, and we're having a bit of a laugh before the road nights over there. There's little details in there that only certain people would know if if you're a road night or you're friends of yourself.
There's a lot of in-jokes in there.
There is, isn't there? It's just magnificent, the detail on it. But look, the whole garage is sort of fairly new as well too, isn't it? You've only just sort of set this up recently?
Yeah, it's less than 12 months old, this shed.
So you're doing this business and you're open to anybody that wants to come and get work done by you as well.
Yeah.
But you look like you've got a bit on here at the moment, so you must be doing okay.
I'm pretty busy at the moment.
Look, just getting one more thing back to the art there now, the paintings and all that you're doing and the art. Now that's sort of a release, but this hot rod stuff's a release too. But do you like doing the art side of things as well?
Well, yeah, I do like doing the art. I'm a mechanic by trade and I got a bit bored with that.
Yeah.
But building hot rods is a bit more creative, so...
Oh, that's great. But your painting is beautiful. The artwork is beautiful, mate. So, you know, well done for that. You know, and as I said, it is a good release. We've got other mates that do the same thing. It's a good release to paint things and so on. But I'm loving the motor. You've got the 6 carburetors on there as well. You know, I've got one as well with 6 carbies, so that's going to be fun to tune up, isn't it?
I was going to just say, if you find someone to tune yours, give us a
well, if you see 2 hot rods on the side of the road with the 6 carbies and 2 old big fat blokes trying to tune the damn things, you know it's us. But anyway, but look, we really thank you for opening your doors and your heart to us tonight, and you're going to feed us in a minute too, which is great. Well, I think you are anyway. But look, thanks for joining us on the show tonight. And it took us a camel and a packed lunch, and we lost 2 minstrels coming up here, but mate, we got here in the end, and it's thanks very much for letting us come and see your garage.
No worries.
Thank you. And that's it. Back to you guys.
Hi, my name's Fury, and this is my 32 Roadster.
Grab your coat and get your hat, leave your worries.
I purchased the Roadster from AJ from Burley Roadsters in Queensland. Originally approached him about buying a body and chassis kit until I saw his car. I hassled him for about 2 or 3 months. Eventually gave in to selling me his. So now I'm going through the process of personalising it a little bit, getting it registered here in Adelaide.
Not a square little baby, I'm just walking on over.
It's a DeSoto, 1954 DeSoto 276 Hemi, running 497 Strongbirds, turbo 700 gearbox, 8-inch Mustang diff. This brakes all round. The exhaust system is made to look like the old 50s, 60s, but it's rear exit load with caps on the ends. The brakes on the front are a disc covered with a aluminium housing to make it look like a drum. When I bought the car, it had conventional tyres on it. It was rail tracking too much, so I ended up buying some genuine white walls in a radial. Once again, to personalise it a bit. Originally I bought the car planning to paint it and retrim the trim to my specs, but once I got it here and had it out a few times, I've changed my mind now. I'm going to keep it metal, clear coated, keep it the old 50s, 60s look. The seats were going to be retrimmed once I got it, but now that it's here and driven it and had it for a while and leave it as it is, it suits the era of the car. I've always owned Mustangs, Chevs, mainly in the 50s, 60s eras. I sold them to replace them with the current model Camaro, and I've always wanted a hot rod, and eventually found one. My favourite thing about the car is having a Hemi. I like Chevs, I like Fords, but just something about the Hemi.
Ladies and gents, that was Mr. Chev connected. Introducing on the trumpeter, Mr. Jason Valiant.
boy, you in for a special treat tonight. We're here with Mr. Michael Aaron.